My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Hey folks. This is really an important concept. And I try to adhere to it. I do my best to get my mind right, which is not always completely possible. And I know that we all do this, right? We have times when it's everything is just piling up and hitting us so hard. And this is where this admonishment, I feel that's what it is, from Nietzsche, really comes into play. He says, I was in darkness, but I took 3 steps and found myself in paradise. The first step was a good thought. The second, a good word. And the third, a good deed. And this is so on point. So on point. I remember sitting in my desk, at my desk in my office, in a high-rise building in downtown Atlanta, and looking out onto the street. And I saw a man. He was across the street from the building that I was in. And I watched him for a little while. He was, of course, homeless. And my heart kind of went out to him. Because you got to feel, there by the grace of God go I. And he was laying there on the cement in the middle of the day where, I don't know how hot it was, but it was not nice outside and the humidity was high. And his shabby clothes didn't protect him. And he had no shoes. So it was lunchtime, and I went down to go get a sandwich. Jimmy John's. I don't know if you got Jimmy John's where you're at. Crazy good, they say. And they are pretty good sandwiches. I like them. Anyway, I walked over to get a sandwich, and I had to walk right past the gentleman laying there on the cement And he said to me as I walked past, "Hey, you got any money?" Now, oftentimes there's so many beggars, and I don't know why I felt sorry for this individual, but I had no money, and I said, "Sorry, dude, I don't have anything." He said, "Okay." He said, "Have a nice day." And I looked at him and I said, "I hope you have a nice day too." I said, "I truly do." He smiled, sat back down. Now, I had seen other people that he had asked for money, and they would berate him. And you never know what the guy went through, right? Why is he in such a state? So I gave him a kind word. I went into the sandwich shop, which is another 150 feet down the street. And I ordered myself the gargantuan. And I came out and he was still there. My sandwich had been cut in half, and I gave him half of my sandwich. "Oh, thanks. But I'm really thirsty." And I was thinking, yeah, you're laying out here on the cement. It's got to be 95 degrees and 90% humidity, and on that cement, whew, you must be baking. I'm thinking to myself. And I'd gotten a big drink to go along with my sandwich, and I handed him my drink. He said, "Oh, thank you." He said, "Now I have something to eat before I try to go to the shelter this evening, because they give us something to eat when they let us in, but not very much." I smiled. And I said, "How do you get to the shelter?" He said, "Oh, I walk." He said, "It's not that far." He said, maybe half a mile." I took off my shoes. I don't buy expensive shoes. They're just Walmart specials, right? I took off my shoes and I gave him my shoes. And he just looked at me and I said, "I think they'll fit you." I got big feet. And he had big feet. And he said, "I don't have any socks." I nodded. I took off my socks and I gave him my socks. He was so excited. It had been such a shitty morning dealing with people. But giving him half my sandwich, my drink, my shoes and socks, I was happy. I walked back to my building. And the security people are just looking at me like, where's your shoes? You know? But nobody really said anything. They just kind of looked. And I went inside and I got in the elevator, went back up to my floor. And I'm looking out my window and the homeless gentleman. And I say gentleman because he was, from my estimation, a gentle man. And he was sitting down there, putting on the shoes, eating his lunch, eating my lunch. And I just sat there and smiled. And nothing that happened the rest of the day could wipe the smile off of my face. Now, I had a pair of flip-flops in my bag for going to the gym, to shower and whatnot. And I went to meetings that afternoon wearing flip-flops with my suit. I was happy. As Nietzsche talked about, I was in darkness, but I took 3 steps and found myself in paradise. The first step was a good thought. The second, a good word. And the third, a good deed. I don't talk about it to say that I'm a good human being. I share it with you because I want you to feel the same way. Same way that I felt. It doesn't matter who this person was and what they were going through that got them to that point in their life. Maybe it was alcohol, maybe it was drugs, maybe they were abused. Who knows, right? I don't need to know. You don't need to know. Just help somebody. Anyway, enough on that. Move yourself from darkness to paradise. It's not a hard thing. It doesn't take a lot. I guess I'll leave you with that. Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really does help. I'm trying to grow the channel and reach new people and things like that. And there's not a lot of you out there yet, but I'm hoping that there will be. Anyway, I'll chat with you later. Bye.